Hello. So today I wanted to talk about minimalist footwear and my kind of progression and timeline of minimalist footwear. Um, for me, it all started with a pair of shoes like this that were Vibram Five Finger Sprint, and they were like this funky, fun, like green, gray kind of color. And I wore those for years, like maybe 5 years or something. And they were amazing shoes. Just stayed together like crazy. They never really broke. They just the sole was it was like not there anymore. Like they already have a very thin sole, but I like wore them down to the point where they were just paper thin, and um, I eventually got a new pair of them, which were um, black, like this pair, um, and that was cool. Um, I got them for, I guess, because I wanted like more formality and things, and so I originally was using them kind of in combination with the funky green ones. And when I was wearing those, I realized that the green ones were so worn down that it was just crazy. So eventually, I started wearing the black ones way more, and then eventually all the time, and kind of got rid of the green ones. And the black ones were cool. They kind of went with, like, I was moving towards wearing more blacks and stuff, so that was part of why I was interested in that. And then I started wearing, winter hit after the black ones. Well, I guess, I don't know, I guess winter must have hit with the green ones too, but I must not have cared. I definitely remember some cold toes and many, many winters of cold toes. But I got tired of it, and I switched to what were called Lem's Primal shoes, which were kind of cool. They were more like a tennis shoe, but with a really wide toe box. And so they looked like these, and they kind of look dorky in retrospect. I never really liked the way they looked, but they felt okay, and I convinced myself that they worked. And so I wore those for a few winters and things. Even in the summer I wore them. And then, I got back to the toe shoes again when the summer and wore those more. But I like, oh, I know what it was. I was working in the summer in the gardens and stuff and doing a lot of hard labor. And my black shoes just totally got destroyed, the Vibram ones. And so I was real sad because the sole just like came off of them. I don't know. I really wore those things out, and so I got a new pair of Vibrams, which were called the Vibes VI-B Vibe, and they look like this, and they are like kind of this fun lacy thing, and they don't have a strap over them, which was kind of intriguing, and I was like, I don't know if these are gonna work, but and the sole was even thinner, which I was like, this is pretty much barefoot. What's the point? But they were nice because I could use them to like, I didn't work in them yet. I still wore the old ones because I didn't want to ruin the new ones. And then it was nice for formal. I wore them to formal events. I wore them around to classes and things like that, and they were nice. At that time, I mostly went barefoot, but these shoes kind of served as like a social in. You can't really go into grocery stores without shoes. You can't really do certain things. I could go to class without shoes. Everybody's cool with that, but certain events, I don't want to go to an interview without shoes on. That's not acceptable. So those worked for a long time. And then I just felt like winter hit, and like things were more soggy and stuff, and like these shoes do not hold up in the wet at all, and or the cold at all. Obviously they're barely shoes. Some people always made fun of me and called them slippers. or socks, which is like, what? But, yeah, fair enough, I guess. Um, so, yeah, I was kind of like sad and I didn't really know what to do. I had these boots for a while. They were like these basic boots from Target. They were not like anything special. Um, and especially not anything special because they broke almost immediately. They were like $30, and you know, I, I bought one pair and they broke. The zippers broke on them and they just got all scuffed and nasty. And then I bought another one. I don't know why. It made sense. I was like, it's fine. It'll work. And then they broke too. Like probably 2 or 3 weeks after I wore them. I think they were kind of meant for fashion or something instead of like actual use. Because I rip into shoes and use them, and I like to jump around and do all kinds of stuff. So these shoes were just sad. I don't even have a picture of them. They're so sad. So I gave those up. And at that point it was this winter. And those were my winter shoes, the boots. And so I was like, wow, I don't have any shoes. I don't have. I had my tiny little Vibrams and tennis shoes for running, neither of which I really wanted to wear in the cold and the snow. So I ended up searching out. I was trying to find some new black boots that would be waterproof, that would feel comfortable, that would hopefully be like kind of minimalist, because I have trouble finding shoes that are really comfortable. And so minimalist shoes normally have a lot of comfort level for me because they're not, they're usually like zero drop, which is nice. And so I ended up with these cool Primal shoes. They're not called Primal. Sorry, that was the last shoes. But they're the same brand. They're Lem's brand, which actually means live easy and minimal, which I thought was quite funny. And I didn't realize it when I had the other shoes that were Lem's, but that's what that means. And they are black boulder boots. And they're really cool. Here, I'll take them off. They're really cool boots. They work really well. The waterproof seems to be holding. I also sprayed a little bit of like waterproof spray on them that my dad had, and that works really well. We're in a salty place. They love to put salt everywhere on the road, which is just annoying. And these seem to really like not retain the salt, which is awesome. Maybe it's because they're waterproof. It's got kind of like a nice, a nice liner in there. And Lens comes with like their own little insole, which you can replace with another one if you want, but I didn't. They're really basic boots. They're actually incredibly light too. They're supposed to be like packable or something, so you're supposed to be able to like roll them up, which I don't know. I guess they've got like a bendy sole like this, which is okay, flexible. I don't know if you could really say they're packable. I mean, they're definitely like, yeah, I mean, I guess they're compressible. You could easily throw them in a bag. But they're definitely really lightweight and cool. I'm loving these shoes, and they stay very warm in the winter. And I don't know how they'll be in the summer. If they say that they're all weather. I imagine they'll probably keep my feet cool, because when I come back inside in a warm place, my feet immediately are cool. I think that might be because the wide toe box allows for a lot of space, which is really nice, because my feet like wide toe boxes apparently. And so this is my new shoe, and it's working really well, and it's nice because I decided just to make it my only shoe. I got rid of my running shoes because I'm not really running anymore. I used to be a cross-country runner and do a lot of races and stuff like that, and I was a really good runner, but well, I guess it kind of went its own way. I didn't feel like doing it collegiately this year, and ironically the program got cut after I had decided that I didn't want to do it. So yeah, running has kind of run away, run away from my life. And so these are hiking boots, and so I didn't give you a good look at the soles. Um, these are running or hiking boots, and so they kind of work for a little bit of exercise, but I've been changing my exercise to not be running. Anyway, so these are great all-purpose boots, and I love them, and yeah. So, what's your minimalist footwear journey, or do you have one, or do you want to have one? What's your favorite shoe right now? Do you have one shoe? Do you have many shoes? I'd love to hear your shoe thoughts. You have a wonderful day and find authenticity in your footwear. But no, authenticity in real life, too. I mean, not that shoes aren't real and tangible, but alright, peace out. Bye.